affirmative task we have now is to actually create a new world order. An unrelenting stream of immigration, non-stop. Folks like me who were Caucasian of European descent, for the first time in 2017, will be in an absolute minority in the United States of America. Absolute minority. Fewer than 50% of the people in America from then and on will be white European stock. That's not a bad thing. It's not going to stop, nor should we want it to stop. As a matter of fact, it's one of the things I think we can be most proud of.
This isn't the first time in my career that I've experienced espionage from the Chinese Communist Party. In 1996, when I was a young federal prosecutor at the Department of Justice Public Integrity Section, there were reports coming in that China was trying to influence our elections. Sound familiar? And I was assigned to the campaign task force and prosecuted the Johnny Chen case. He pled guilty, and then he started to cooperate. And what was probably the most fascinating prosecution that a young guy at that time could have had. And that's because the investigation revealed the fact that China Aerospace and the Director of Chinese Intelligence conspired to obtain military, technology, and satellites from the United States. Long story short, the PRC deposited money in Cheng's Hong Kong bank account that he used to then influence the 1996 election. This is not a time a foreign power has attempted to influence a presidential election, and it certainly will not be the last. But it gave me great insight into the way the Chinese Communist Party operates so many years ago. It's been 20 years since then. But that story could easily be a headline today, because the threat from Chairman Xi's Chinese Communist Party largely remains the same. However, today it's more aggressive, it's more expansive, it's more sophisticated, and it's better resourced. For decades, they have stolen our intellectual property. In what NSA Director Admiral Keith Alexander said, one of the largest transfers of wealth in human history. For years and years, we tried to bring the People's Republic of China into the family of nations as a friend, as an ally. But as Secretary Baker recently told me, it just did not work. And recently, the Houston consulate of China was shut down after they got caught stealing biomedical research from MD Anderson in my home state, while at the same time attempting to steal the COVID vaccine, using it as a hub for espionage, stealing our vaccine so they could save the world from the very virus that they brought to the world. That is why this China Task Force report is so important, and it focuses on our foreign policy with the Chinese Communist Party. Whether it's our military posture with China, to countering their Belt and Road Initiative, to condemning their human rights violations every day, to supporting the protesters in Hong Kong and the threatened countries like Taiwan and Tibet and the Himalayas, to countering the CCP's 100-year marathon for global and military dominance. And for decades, the United States and its allies have been asleep at the wheel until COVID-19. COVID created an awakening experience for the American people, and the sleeping giant has finally awoken.
now where they're angry enough to react in some kind of military fashion besides just exercises? I suspect that they are. They're at the end of their tether. Tick-tock, tick-tock, tick-tock. They cannot be expected to continue to accept slow strangulation attempts by the United States, and one or two only of its allies. The rest of the world's looking on at this aghast. But Chinese patience is legendary. Do nothing was the legend of one of their most famous and successful emperors. He often argued that doing nothing was better than doing something which might turn out to be the wrong thing. So there will be contending schools of thought in Beijing. But I suspect that the time is running out. Tick-tock, tick-tock.
We are no one. We are everyone. And we are invisible. Tick-tock, tick-tock, tick-tock.
We convinced ourselves that they were gone, but they were just hibernating.
Tick-tock, tick-tock, tick-tock.
They came for everybody. Oh, please.
Are we safe?
I guess we have our selves a reckoning.
What are you two talking about?
Oh, nothing. Just the end of the world.
They're at the end of their tether. Tick-tock, tick-tock, tick-tock.
Did anybody watch last night? You watched both of them, right? Yeah, but I just want to see, like, how's he doing? Not well. And remember this, they have nothing but this, and he's just a vehicle. Let's not kid ourselves. Joe is shot, okay?
He's shot. He is a vehicle.
Who exactly is Joe Biden, this man who claims to be our president? We probably ought to find out. Put that on the to-do list. The truth is, as of tonight, we don't really know. We have no clue what Joe Biden actually thinks, or even if he's capable of thinking. He hasn't told us. No one's made him tell us for a full year now. That's by design. In fact, it's becoming clear there is no Joe Biden. The man you may remember from the 1980s is gone. He no longer exists. What remains is a projection of sorts, a hologram designed to mimic the behavior of a non-threatening political...
And he's just a vehicle. Let's not kid ourselves.
Oh, nothing. Just the end of the world.